Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor here at Wyzant, answering a question submitted by a student. The student is obviously taking calculus, and what we want to do is find the equation of the tangent line to this curve y equals tan squared x. So the first step is to just find the first derivative, because that will enable us to find the slope of the tangent line, which would be m. So I made a little head start here. So y equals tan squared x. So dy dx, or if you prefer y prime, we're going to use chain rules, the power rule here. So this is going to come, 2 is going to come front, chain rule. So that's tan x times the derivative of tan x, and that's secant squared x. So that's the derivative. That'll give us the slope. So let's continue finding the slope. And we want to know the slope when x is equal to pi over 6. So I'm just going to call it m now because we're after the slope. It's going to be 2 tangent pi over 6 times the secant squared pi over 6. Okay. So this is going to be 2 tangent pi over 6. You might remember that the secant is just 1 over cosine. So this is going to be cosine squared pi over 6. Okay, so from the unit circle, you might remember the tangent of pi over 6. It's actually sine over cosine. It's going to be 1/2 over square root of 3 over 2. And so that simplifies to 1 over root 3, or root 3 over 3. So we're going to put root 3 over 3 here. And the cosine of pi over 6 is root 3 over 2. So we're going to do a keep change flip here. We're going to keep the numerator and flip the denominator. So the root 3 cancels, and we're left with 4/3. That's the slope of the tangent line when x is pi over 6. Okay, now the point we're interested in having the tangent line travel through is pi over 6 comma 1/3. So I'm just going to use the point slope form of the line, which you might remember. Oops, excuse me. Y minus y1 is equal to the slope times x minus x1. The x1, y1 is the coordinates of the point. So we're just going to plug in now. So y minus 1/3 is equal to, we already found the slope is 4/3, x minus pi over 6. And we'll just continue with this. Y equals 4/3 x minus pi over 6 plus 1/3. And that's the equation of the tangent line that goes through this point. Okay, so now you might be interested in checking your answer. And the best way to check it really is on a calculator. And I prepared a graph on Desmos for you to look at. So let's see if I can get that down here. Here we go. So that's going to load, and that's going to make it a little hard to see. Let me drag it over here so we can see a little bit better. I'm sorry, I realize I'm covering the work that we did. But I think you can see it's a little hard to see this, but if at pi over 6, this red line is the tangent function, and the blue, this red curve, I should say, is the tangent function, tangent squared function, and the blue is the equation of the tangent line. And you can see at pi over 6, we are getting an intersection right here. You can see that's pi over 6 comma 1/3. You can see 1/3 on the y-axis and pi over 6 on the x-axis. It turns out that this line actually intersects it looks like it might intersect twice, but it can't. It has to be just one intersection. I should have zoomed in, I think, to make that clear. And so that's just confirmed. I think the visual is helpful to have just to confirm. Okay, so that's that. And let me just, I'm going to delete this so you can see the work. Okay, and that's the solution. So I hope this was helpful to you. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.